The saturated streaming market got another competitor this week, YouTube. The Google-owned video site announced it will be joining the likes of Netflix, Hulu, and others in the video-on-demand world, and soon offer an attractive alternative to traditional cable. Adam Royley has more.
I'd like to give you all a sneak peek at YouTube TV.
Live TV without all the hassle, designed for the YouTube generation. That's the premise of YouTube TV, which was unveiled this week and sounds like a bargain.
It'll cost $35, and it'll be accessible for 6 different people to use their own custom streams.
To watch more than 40 networks, including cable mainstays like ESPN, Bravo, and Fox News. Also, a cloud DVR with infinite storage, the ability to watch on any device, and access to original YouTube content. If that last bit seems like no biggie, you're probably as old as I am.
The top 5 stars in among teens right now all come from YouTube. They don't come from Hollywood.
That said, if you're a traditional cable subscriber, you might be put off by what YouTube TV doesn't offer.
All the Time Warner channels, CNN, TNT, TBS, truTV, HBO, the Food Network, there's a lot missing there.
But the demographics are on YouTube's side. Last year, 26% of teens watched YouTube every day, compared to 25% for cable. If they become YouTube TV loyalists, the big cable companies could have a big problem.
Yeah, you're moaning about the Food Network, Callie. I feel the same way. There's just too much missing from it. And also, you can't have one service for one half of the family and another half for another. So, the kids all want the YouTube service, but I still want traditional cable. They haven't sorted this thing out completely yet.
No, they haven't. But this is aimed at a younger generation that otherwise wouldn't be subscribing to any
anything,
TV packages at all. So this gets them a little bit, and it's cheap, and it's simple. You don't pay a penalty if you cancel or anything like that. So they may have some success with it. The big mountain that no one has scaled yet because of all the rights and money involved is local sports. You can't watch the Red Sox if you get this and you don't get anything else. And that's just I know.
She's cheering about the new Food Network.
But that just makes it a non-starter for a lot of us. It certainly does for me. But it's another interesting step toward the world that we're eventually going to get to.
Unless the Red Sox go to a different channel.
But
there's rumors.
They own it.
Well, I guess for me, I am calling Hiawatha Bray. Here's what I want to know. Can you get that channel? I get most of what I want, and then I'm knocking down that other bundle that I have and do a combo. Yeah. Hiawatha, I need you to write that.
You won't be able to get ESPN, though.
I don't care. So I'm a happy camper.
No, you can get ESPN actually on YouTube.
Yeah. So Netflix. Yeah. What I know.
So the thing to me that's sort of odd about this is that the reason teenagers watch so much YouTube, and they really do, right? They watch an average of 12 hours a week versus 8 hours of cable. So it's sort of misleading to say that 26% watch YouTube and 25% watch cable because they watch so much more of YouTube. But they watch it because of the very specific nature of that entertainment. I don't think they're clamoring for the Food Network, to be totally frank, right? They're looking for PewDiePie. It's a completely different kind of entertainment, right? And I think
he's gone now.
There have been surveys, and they've said that the reason they like watching YouTube more than cable is they find it more relatable, they find it more entertaining. So I'm just not sure that it's a natural sell to them to say we're going to give you all this live cable programming. I don't know if they're as interested in that. So
but you
that's
can't
sort of
tell
the challenge
me E and Bravo is not on their list. Oh yeah, come on.
Well, I think Bravo actually skews older. Like I think it's more like 20s, 30s.
Vanderpump Rules, come on.
I have not been watching Vanderpump Rules, but I am not above it. I will tune in this week.
I do agree with Dan that I think that this is we're moving towards an internet distributed television model, but I think this seems like another in what has been a series from Sony and others of steps that aren't going to get us there. YouTube has generated huge stars in the younger markets, but YouTube can't get people to pay for YouTube Red, which is their paid product. I think there is a very real sense in which cable, this $35 a month may seem cheap in comparison to those of us who pay a cable bill every month, but it seems really expensive compared to $8 a month for Netflix, which is infinite content as long as you want it to be. The one thing that this can sell is liveness. The fact that there is, a stream of television that is tied to a specific time, and that's something that I think is appealing, but not that appealing to young people who find that they have no shortage of video content that they want to access. So,
what about DVR? Is that attractive?
I'm sure to some people, but again, an awful lot of the cable network shows are available for streaming online a day later on demand. So I think this is the direction we're eventually going to go to, but I don't think we figured out what the model is going to be, and I don't think this is it.
I think it's such a low threshold to sample, though, that initially they could make a whole lot of money in the sampling because it's $35 and you can drop it any one time.
But $35 if you're a college student is actually
no,
not.
but I'm saying if you want to try it
Parents
one
are paying
month,
for it.
Yeah,
but you
okay.
got 6 accounts. So if six
Yes.
people went in on $35, try it for a couple of months. You can drop it any.
that was the interesting part. As many as 6 people.
That's
could-
exactly right.
They
say
I
in a
also thought
household.
it was interesting that you'll be able to watch on any device because they're not the first ones to do this, but it looks like it's going to be easier with this than it is with some of the other services.
Which also makes it easier to cheat. I mean, to hand somebody your device and,
I think all of America has one HBO Now password.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, seriously.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's one HBO.
I mean, the thing is the more sort of important story that emerges from this is just what a powerhouse YouTube is for millennials, right? And how much we need to be paying attention to that, and the cable networks should be genuinely worried about that. I mean, there was the cover of the Hollywood Reporter this week with Jeff Zucker and Casey Neistat, who is, a YouTuber who sold his company for $25 million to CNN. So the truth is that whether or not this is a real threat, the cable companies are definitely looking at YouTube, and they're definitely afraid of what's to come.
But the flip side of that is the enduring power of the television industry. I mean, the music industry came toppling down, the news industry came toppling down. The TV industry,
right.
they have still kept an awful lot of their
It's all
power.
content. Yeah, it's all about content.